Yeah. What happened? And we welcome you back here to Steelman Fieldhouse as we get set for the men's game. We welcome you back to Steelman Fieldhouse. The Bulldogs of Southwest Oklahoma State and UAM Weevils fixing to go at it here this afternoon. We got the national anthem coming up, so we'll take a break and we'll come back and give you the starting lineups for both ball clubs when we return in just a moment.
Now let's make the starting lineups. First for the visitors from Southwestern. At guard, 6'4", junior from Pine Creek, Oklahoma, number 2, Mason Hart. At guard, 6'2", junior from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, number 3, 𝗗𝗚𝗓𝗏 Warrior. And forward, 6'6", junior from Lawton, Oklahoma, number 4, Mark Berry.
And we welcome you back here to Steelman Fieldhouse. We get set for the men's game. Southwest Oklahoma State will start 2 juniors, 2 seniors. 2 juniors and 3 seniors. So a very experienced squad for Coach Brett Weiberg and this Southwest Oklahoma team. They are 3-2 in conference play coming into today's ball game, while the Weevils are 1-4.
And now the starting lineup
coming into today's ball game as Coach Chad Tapp and the Weevils get set to be announced here on the floor. They turn the lights out on us, so we can't do a lot of reading. But for the Weevils, getting the start this afternoon is going to be Isaac Jackson. He's the junior out of LaRue, Texas. Josh Denton, the junior out of Maumelle, Arkansas. Wesley Booker, the sophomore out of Mount Vernon, Arkansas. And then Zane Nelson, the junior out of Birmingham, Alabama. And Tamir 𝗗𝗚𝗏 out of Bosnia-Sarajevo. He's the junior. He'll be starting at the center spot. As we said, 2 juniors and 3 seniors for Southwest Oklahoma. They are Mason Hart out of Pond Creek, Oklahoma, MJ Warrior out of Oklahoma City, Mark Berry out of Lawton, Oklahoma, Jalen Johnson out of Oklahoma City, and Ben Smith out of Edmond, Oklahoma will get the start for the Bulldogs of Southwest Oklahoma. Earlier today in the women's action, it was 74-69. Southwest got the win over the Blossoms here this afternoon at Steelman's Fieldhouse. Looks like Wesley Booker is going to go center jump circle for UAM. And it will be Mark Berry for Southwest Oklahoma as we're just about set. Glad you're with us on this Saturday afternoon here on KHPN. We're just about 30 minutes late on tipping this one off. But we are underway. Opening tips up, controlled by the Bulldogs. They'll have it in the front court. Jalen Johnson clears it off to MJ Warrior. Warrior, they try to go down low to Berry. Berry backing his way in against Wesley Booker. A little fadeaway jumper. Good by Mark Berry. First 2 points of the ball game go to the Bulldogs. It's 2-0. 30 seconds gone into the first half. Josh Denton with it. Off to Jackson. Isaac Jackson now to Zane Nelson. Nelson goes to 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗓. 𝗗𝗜𝗓𝗖𝗟 at the free throw line. Back out front it comes to Booker. 8 to shoot. They go back down low to 𝗗𝗜𝗓𝗖𝗟𝗓. 𝗗𝗜𝗓𝗖𝗟 spin move in the lane. Right-handed hook shots up and in good. 𝗗𝗜𝗓, first 2 points of the game for him. We're tied at 2 apiece. Both teams took almost 30 seconds to get their shot off. Here's a whistle and a foul inside against the Weevils as the foul is going to go against Wesley Booker. A reach-in foul on Wesley. It's on the floor. Nope, they say he was in the act of shooting, so at the free throw line it's going to be Mason Hart for Southwest Oklahoma. He'll be shooting 2 shots. 18:58 to play here in the first half. Just underway. Free throws up and good by Mason Hart. Make it 3-2. One more free throw coming. It's up and it's no good. There's Isaac Jackson high to get the rebound for the Boll Weevils. So UAM with the basketball now will have it here in the front court as they'll work it around on the perimeter. Get it off to Wesley Booker. A whistle and a foul away from the basketball is going to be against Southwest Oklahoma. Trying to hold on to 𝗗𝗜𝗓𝗖𝗟𝗓, who was trying to get position underneath. That's going to go on Mark Berry, his first team foul as well. UAM will inbound it, get it in the lane to Isaac Jackson. Jackson puts a shot up over Mason Hart, and he gets a shot to go. So Isaac gives the Weevils their first lead of the game at 4-3. Mason Hart with it now for the Bulldogs. SWOZOO out here on the perimeter. Ben Smith clears it right side over to MJ Warrior. Warrior drives, goes all the way underneath the basket, kick it out front. Pass up a 3, long 3 on the way off the front of the iron, no good. Weevils have the rebound. Zay Nelson there to collect the rebound for the Boll Weevils. 4-3, Weevils on top. We go under 18 to play here in the first half. As Nelson at the top of the circle drives right side of the lane, lost a handle on it. It's loose, going to be picked up by Southwest Oklahoma. Turnover, UAM. Down the floor quickly, Mason Hart. They work it right side. Get it off over here to Ben Smith. Smith with an offensive push-off against Wesley Booker. They'll call Ben Smith with the personal foul. His first, second team foul against SWOZOO. 17:46 to play here in the first half. It is 4-3. Weevils with a 1-point lead. And the basketball. Booker off to Nelson. Nelson to Denton. Denton out top on the left side. Now top of the key. They'll swing it right side off to Isaac Jackson. Still out way on the perimeter. Go to Nelson now. Zane takes the dribble, leaves it with Denton. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Booker looking inside for 𝗗𝗜𝗓𝗖𝗟𝗓. Can't find him. Three-pointer on the way there by Zane. No good. Rebound comes off to the Bulldogs. Quickly, they'll take it down the floor. That's Johnson going in the lane. A blocking foul called underneath against Isaac Jackson. And Isaac's going to pick up the personal foul. Will send SWOZOO to the free throw line with 17-12 left to play here in the first half. 4-3 our score. At the free throw line is going to be Jalen Johnson. He'll be shooting a pair of free throws. Jalen Johnson, the senior out of Oklahoma City. First one's on the way and off the back of the rim, no good. So Johnson will have one more opportunity. Second free throw by Johnson's up. This one is good, and we're tied at 4 apiece. 4-4. Weevils with it. Will walk it up the floor. That's Zane Nelson. Nelson gets it to Denton out deep on the right wing. They go to 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟 at the elbow. Tumura finds Booker at the free throw line. His shot is off. Rebound's going to go out of bounds off of Southwest Oklahoma. UAM will get it back. With just under 17 to play here in the half, it's 4-4 our score. Weevils will get the basketball on the baseline. A fresh 20 on the shot clock. Get it into Booker. Wesley looking. Comes out on the perimeter to Denton. Denton to Jackson. Isaac back out to Booker. Now to Nelson. Right side. Denton open from the screen for 3. It's no good. Rebound. 𝗗𝗠𝗦𝗟𝗓 has it. They'll push it up the floor. They get it ahead quickly into the front court. Ben Smith fires a quick 3. It won't go. Zane Nelson goes high to get a rebound for UAM. 4-4. We're still tied. 16.5 to play here in the first half of basketball. Nelson, they go to 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗟𝗓 on the left elbow. Hand off to Jackson. He'll go in with a reverse layup. It's blocked. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗟𝗓's there to follow it up and in good. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗟𝗓 with the basket for the Weevils. And UAM leads by 2, 6-4. We approach 16 minutes left to play here in the first half. Mason Hart now for Southwest. They try it. Go down on the right side of the lane to Ben Smith. He'll drive in against 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗟𝗓. Nothing called. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗟𝗓 goes to the floor. Smith gets the basket to go. And we're tied at 6 apiece. Weevils with the basketball. Bring it front court. Nelson off to Denton. Top of the key to Booker. Swing it right side to Jackson again. Now back top of the key to Denton. Denton off to Nelson. Zane looking in. They work around the screen and get it to 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗟𝗓. 8 seconds. Jackson starts his move, goes hard to the basket, misses a tough shot. Rebound, Southwest has it. So the Bulldogs have a chance to take the lead here. We're all tied 6-6. 15-12 left to go in the first half. They're working out to Jalen Johnson. Top of the key, get it off to MJ Warrior. Warrior around the screen, back to Johnson on the right side. A three-pointer, in and out, no good. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗟𝗓 gets a rebound for the Boll Weevils. We go under 15 to play now in the first half. We're still tied at 6 apiece. Nelson with the basketball. Gets it to Jackson. Isaac goes under, travels with it, and that's going to be a dead ball. And should be a timeout on the floor with 14:44 to play in the first half. We're tied 6-6. UAM and Southwest Oklahoma. We'll take the break with them and be back with more UAM basketball in just a moment.
Coaches, faculty, and administrators who have shaped .44 to play in the first half. We're all tied 6-6. Southwest 2 of 4. Make them 2 of 5 from the floor, 40%. Weevils are 3 of 8, 38% from the floor. 5 rebounds for UAM in the early going, 3 for Southwest. 2 turnovers for UAM, 1 for Southwest Oklahoma. It will be Bulldog basketball, 𝗗𝗏𝗡's basketball out of the timeout. UAM didn't make any changes. Yes, they did. Alex Brogdon has checked into the ball game now for the Weevils as Wesley Booker has set out. Bulldogs with it, front court. Ben Smith working against 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗟𝗓 there. He'll give it back up to Johnson. Jalen Johnson trying to go inside. to Ben Smith. The ball is tipped from behind by 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟, but off the fingertips of Ben Johnson. So to go back to UAM, that'll be a turnover against Southwest. 14:20 left to play here in the first half. We're all tied 6-6. Nelson gives it up to Jackson, to Booker, right side. Alex Brogdon. Brogdon, top of the key now to Jackson. Right side to get it to Nelson. Nelson drives, goes all the way underneath, tries a left-handed reverse layup. No good. Rebound, Southwest has it. Here come the Bulldogs into the front court. They leave it out front with Warrior. Warrior back to Smith. Smith drives down the lane, gets tied up. Going to call a jump ball. Alternating possession belongs to UAM. Good play there by Zane Nelson to tie him up. The Weevils are going to get it back. We're still tied 6-6 as we're under 14 minutes left to go here in the first half. Nelson gives it up to Jackson. Jackson to Brogdon. Alex. They get it over to Denton out on the left wing. Try to go left side in the corner to Nelson. Ball's batted out of bounds. Last touch by Southwest MJ Warrior. Weevils will inbound it with 18 on the shot clock. And they'll get it into Isaac Jackson. Jackson to 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗟, trying to go to Brogdon. They missed the throw, and UAM turns it over. Had a good intention, just couldn't complete the pass. We're still tied 6-6. 13:33 to play in the first half. Southwest with the basketball. Warrior. They go in the corner now to Jalen Johnson. Johnson takes the dribble. Back out on the wing. It comes to Ben Smith. Smith guarded by 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗟. He'll put a fadeaway jumper from 16 up, and it's good. Ben Smith. He's got 4 points. How about that? A lead change. 8-6. Southwest with the lead. UAM with the basketball. Wesley Booker set to check back in. First opportunity. Here's Isaac Jackson with the basketball. He'll drive left side of the lane. Fade away from 6. No good. Rebound. A whistle and a foul going to be called against Isaac Jackson on the rebound. I got that as his second personal. Isaac's second. That's quickly going to bring up Donovan Cooper up off the bench. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗟 will check out, and Donovan Cooper will come in. Isaac Jackson checks out. Wesley Booker comes in. 12:49 to play in the first half. 8-6. Southwest with the lead. They've got the basketball here in the front court. Ben Smith goes out front to MJ Warrior. Warrior bounce pass in the lane, throwing away. Stolen by UAM. Turnover for Southwest. Donovan Cooper came up with it. Weevils go to Josh Denton at the top of the circle. He'll back it out to Donovan Cooper again. Cooper off to Nelson. Zane with the dribble. They clear him out of spot. He loses a handle on it. Turnover, Bo Weevils. 1-on-1 down the floor. Shot off the glass. No good. Wesley Cooper's there to get the rebound. Or Wesley Booker's there to get the rebound for UAM. So no foul, no harm. Still 8-6. Weevils down by 2 with under 12 to play now here in the first half. Josh Denton to Cooper. Donovan with the dribble. Bounce pass goes to Brogdon down low. He'll turn around, kiss it off the glass, and good. Alex Brogdon, his first 2 points of the game. And we've tied it up for the 4th time here in the first half. 8-8. 11:34 to play in the half. There's a 3-point shot on the way. It's no good. Long rebound controlled by the Bo Weevils. Wesley Booker saves it inbounds for UAM. UAM sets up in their half court. Cooper out on the right wing. Top of the key to Nelson. Left side, they'll swing it over here to Denton. Back out top side to Cooper. Cooper now to Booker. They get to Nelson. Nelson trying to drive. They're going to call a blocking foul. As Nelson trying to go to the hoop. Cut off there by MJ Warrior. They call him for the contact. And we've got another timeout on the floor. With 11:06 left to play in the first half, we're all tied at 8-8. We'll be back with more UAM basketball in just a moment.
Coaches, faculty, administrators, we have shaped the division over our time. Man, UAM is in the process of promoting the Legacy Campaign. The Legacy Campaign is focused on enhancing and supporting student athletes through major facility improvement. Please help our student athletes with this major facility improvements and upgrades. For more information on the legacy campaign and how to donate, please contact the UAM Athletic Office at 870-460-1157 for more information.
We're all tied at 8 apiece. Southwest Oklahoma shooting 3 of 8, 38% from the floor. The Weevils, 4 of 11, 36% from the floor. Neither team has hit a three-pointer. And Southwest is 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Turnovers, 4 for Southwest, 4 for UAM. Rebounding, Weevils got the slight edge there, 7-5 here in the early going. Just been kind of a lackluster first 12 minutes, 11 minutes. 11:06 to play here in this first half. We're all tied at 8 apiece. UAM gets the basketball out of the timeout. Donovan Cooper, Josh Denton, Alex Brogdon, Wesley Booker, and Zane Nelson on the floor. 4 to shoot. There's Wesley Booker driving hard along the baseline. He'll put it up and in good. Wesley, his first 2 points of the ball game. Gives UAM the lead. That's our third lead change here in the first half so far. Southwest with the basketball. They got a new player in. Denali Alexander's into the ball game for them. They'll get it down low to Smith. Smith in traffic, lost a handle on it. It's loose on the floor. Picked up by the Boll Weevils. Turnover against SWAZU. Nelson into the front court for UAM. He'll leave it out front now to Booker, off to Denton, back to Nelson. Nelson takes it over on the right wing with the dribble, goes baseline. He'll kiss it off the glass. It's short, won't go. Rebound, Southwest has it. Pulling the rebound down was 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗘𝗥. They get it to Ben Smith out deep in the left corner. Top of the circle to 𝗗𝗏. Right side, three-point shot on the way is short, no good. There's Wesley Booker. High to get another rebound for UAM. 10-8, Weevils with a 2-point lead. They'll have the basketball here in the front court. 9:40 to play in the half. All right, Cooper to Denton. Back to Booker. Now they leave it at top of the key to Zane Nelson. They get Denton open on a screen for 3. It won't go. Rebound, Southwest has it. MJ Warrior pulled it down to Smith. They'll slow it down, leave it out front. Now they go back to Smith. Smith goes out to 𝗗𝗏. 𝗗𝗏 back to Smith. He'll drive, goes into the paint, gets tied up. They're going to call a foul against, the foul's going to go against UAM, Zane Nelson. His first, 4th team foul against UAM. And they're going to say that Ben Smith was in the act of shooting, so he'll get to go to the line. They are 2 of 4 as a team so far. UAM has not shot a free throw yet. First one's on the way, good. 10-9. Smith can tie the ball game once again with this free throw with 9:07 to play here in the first half. Free throw is up and in and out, will not go. Rebound, there's Alex Brogdon to pull down the rebound for UAM. 10-9, Weevils lead it. We go under 9 minutes to play in the half. Nelson to Denton out near midcourt. And they'll work it left side now to Booker, back top of the key. Out here on the perimeter, they play pass, looking inside. Finally get an open look at a 3. There's Wesley Booker, good. Wesley Booker, he's got 5 points in the half. And the Weevils have their biggest lead for either team. A 4-point lead for UAM, 13-9. 8.5 minutes to play before halftime. SWAZU, 𝗗𝗏. Off to Ben Smith. Smith, left side. They swing it to Warrior. Warrior drives to the free throw line. Kick it back outside on the wing, left side to Smith. He lost a handle on it. It goes out of bounds off of his leg, and the Weevils are going to get it back. With 8:14 to play in the half, it's 13-9. Weevils with a 4-point lead. And now Swazoo is going to apply some pressure in the backcourt. Weevils will get it in. Donovan Cooper running the point. He's going to bring it up the floor. He'll get it across the timeline. As this one is kicked, the ball is kicked out of bounds by Swazoo. UAM will maintain possession of it. They were just barely did get it across the timeline. It'll be UAM basketball right in front of the Swazoo bench. Wesley Booker gets it in to Cooper. Cooper off to Brogdon. Brogdon to Nelson. He'll turn around off the screen for three. It's in and out. No good. Rebound goes out of bounds off of Southwest Oklahoma. And the Weevils will maintain possession of it. We go under 8 minutes, and it's another timeout on the floor. 7:56 to play in the first half. 13-9 our score. UAM leads it by 4. We're back in just a moment.
Commercial Bank, South Arkansas Rehab, Ag Equipment, Martin, BASF, Citizens Bank, Clark Contractor, Drew County Farm Bureau, Interfor, Robert, Paul Bridges Shelter Insurance, Imperative Fitness, Domino's Pizza, Hampton Inn, Holiday Inn and Quality Inn, the Mid-South Sea, Jefferson Regional Medical Center, Mainline Health System, CR Eye Care, and the Mecca Student Sections. Thank you for your continued support of UAM Athletics.
Thirteen to 9, the Weevils with a 4-point lead. We've had 3 lead changes and 4 ties here in the first half. Neither team's really lighting it up. Southwest is 3 of 9. That's 33% from the floor. They're 0 of 5 from downtown and 3 of 6 from the free throw line. UAM 6 of 16. So we've shot almost double the number of shots, but have hit only 3 of them. 6 of 16, 38%. 1 of 5 from downtown and have not shot a free throw as of yet. It will be UAM basketball out of the timeout. Donovan Cooper, 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥 check back in. Josh Denton, Wesley Booker, and Zane Nelson on the floor for the Boll Weevils. They get it in. Booker has it out deep on the left wing. Top of the key. They'll swing it right side. Now to Donovan Cooper. Cooper directing traffic. Bounce pass trying to go to 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗟𝗑. Ball batted away and stolen by Southwest. They'll quickly bring it down into the front court. They'll leave it out front to Warrior. Warrior comes right side to 𝗵𝗏🆉. 𝗵𝗏🆉 now asking for his player to come over. Long, they go inside the lane, turnaround jumpers up, no good. Rebound, Wesley Booker for the Boll Weevils. Weevils have it coming into the front court. 7:09 to play here in the half. Donovan Cooper out front controlling. Now goes to 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗟𝗑. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗟𝗑, free throw line extended. Goes left side. That's going to be to Nelson. Zane Nelson goes up with a shot. We're going to have a whistle and a foul called inside against Southwestern Oklahoma.
Number 12, Denali Alexander, that's his first foul.
The foul goes on Denali Alexander, his first. Team foul number 4. And they're going to put Zane Nelson at the free throw line. First free throw attempts for UAM here this afternoon. They'll be shooting 2.
Zane Nelson, 2 shots.
He'll be shooting 2 shots. First one's on the way, and it's good. All right, gives UAM a 5-point lead. Can stretch it to 6. First point of the afternoon for Zane Nelson. Second free throw's on the way. Gets them both to go. Weevils lead it by 6. Their biggest lead here in the first half. Under 7 minutes to play in the first half. Southwest with the basketball. They're working around the perimeter. Now they go baseline. Kick it out front. Go throw it away. Turnover against Southwest. That should be turnover number 8. Weevils have 4 turnovers here in the ball game. They're going to inbound it right in front of our broadcast position. Zane Nelson gets set to throw it in. He does. He gets it into Donovan Cooper. Cooper to Denton. Denton to Booker now. Wesley back to Denton he goes. Josh with the dribble out deep in the front court. They finally go to the left free throw line, and a little elbow extended there to Nelson with 10. Back door, they get it inside. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠😓, he'll lay it up and in good. Tamir 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟, he's got 6 points quietly here in the first half, and UAM leads it by 8. 17-9, their biggest lead here in the half. 6:05 left to play. There goes a foul, going to be called on the floor against Josh Denton, I believe. Yeah. Josh, his first, 5th team foul against UAM. So Southwest is going to inbound it on the baseline. With 6:04 to play in the first half, Weevils up 17-9. Southwest will inbound it. They get it into Ben Smith. Smith working against 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟. Trying to back his way in. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗟 reaches around him, knocks it away. Picked up by Zane Nelson. Weevils forced a turnover. Weevils forced a turnover and get it back. Here comes UAM into the front court. Denton. Again to Nelson. They keep it out on the perimeter, working it around. Nelson. Back to Booker. Booker. Right side, Nelson. Wilson pulls the trigger on a 3. It's too hard. Off the back of the iron, no good. Loose basketball. Picked up by Booker. Wesley puts the Weevils back out, and they'll reset their offense. They run it again. Go left side to Booker, or to Denton. Now they get it to Nelson, driving the lane. Shot up, no good. Rebound, Southwest has it. Coming out of there with it was Mark Berry. Berry, he's going to give it up. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟. Williams working there against Josh Denton. Free throw line, pulls up, jumper there, no good. Rebound, Wesley Booker gets it for the Bow Weevils. 17-9, UAM leads it by 8 with 4:53 to play here in the first half. Well, again, the Weevils run their half court. It's out here, it's a perimeter game. There's a whistle and a foul away from the basketball, and the foul is going to go against Ben Smith. His second personal foul. And so his second personal on Ben Smith. And UAM will inbound it. They get it in. That's Zane Nelson. Nelson drains a 12-foot jumper good. Weevils up by 10. 19-9. They make another steal. There's Zane Nelson coming up with a steal for the Weevils. 4:25 to play in the half. Weevils up by 10, 19-9. Wesley Booker gets it off to Zane Nelson. Nelson penetrates, goes underneath in the left corner to Cooper. Top of the key to Denton. Denton, Josh, left elbow inside the lane, spins, throws up a shot, good. Josh Denton, little razzle-dazzle there in the lane, puts the Weevils up by 12. 21-9. Wazoo, Nick Birchfield, who just checked in with the basketball, looking. Going to go inside the lane to Mark Berry at the free throw line. He backs up now. 3 to shoot. Berry, they get it out front. Jones for 3. It's no good. Rebound. Wesley Booker goes high to clear the boards for UAM. UAM gets the rebound. 21-9. Weevils up. 3:22 left to play here in the first half. As Booker gets it off to Denton. They get it now to Nelson. Alex Brogdon, back to Cooper, 6 seconds to shoot. Here's Nelson, fade away from 14, good. Zane Nelson off the dribble with the jumper, nails it, and the Weevils are up by 14, 23-9. Timeout, Bulldogs, 2:53 to play here in this first half. It's 23-9, UAM with a 14-point lead. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with more in just a moment. It is 23-9. The Weevils, let's see, are on a 10-0 run since the last media timeout. They've opened up a 14-point lead, 23-9. Right now, Southwest 3 of 12, 25% from the floor, 0 of 6 from three-point land, and 3 of 6 from the free throw line. UAM 10 of 22, 46%, 1 of 6 from downtown, and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Rebounding, UAM's out-rebounded them 13-8. And 9 turnovers against SWAZU, only 5 against UAM. It'll be Bulldog football out of the break, or Bulldog basketball out of the break. Ball is knocked out of bounds, last touch by UAM. So to stay with SWAZU, right in front of the UAM bench is where they will inbound it. They'll have 16 on the shot clock. 2:46 left here on the game clock before halftime. They'll get it in. They get it in to Nick Birchfield. Birchfield hands it off out front to Jalen Johnson. Johnson. They go back over to Mason Hart. Back over to Johnson. Jalen. They try to go inside. Alexander turned around at the buzzer. Shot clock was going off. The Weevils are going to bail him out with a foul. It's going to be Wesley Booker. Well, they get it on Alex Brogdon, number 32 instead of 23. His first. Team foul number 6. And shooting free throws now is Denali Alexander for SWAZU. He'll be at the line. First one's on the way and off the front of the rim, no good. They're still on a scoreless drought. 2:31 left to play here in the first half. Weevils leading by 14. 23-9. Denali Alexander will have one more attempt at the line. Free throw is up. It's good. He makes that one. Ends a scoring drought. 23-10 now. We've got 2.5 minutes left to play in the first half. And here come the Weevils down the floor. As you look at Josh Denton, off to Nelson, now to Booker. Booker. Brogdon's moved into the center spot. He playing the post. They go to Nelson, right side to Denton. Denton fires a quick 3. It's off the glass and no in and out, no good. Rebound, controlled by the Weevils. Josh Denton puts it back up and in good. Josh, nice hustle after following his own shot up. Gets the rebound, puts it up. Weevils up by 15. 25-10, a minute 50 to play before half. SWAZU's MJ Warrior with the basketball. Bounce pass goes left side. Alexander. He'll go into the paint, put the shot up and in good. Denali Alexander. 25-12. A minute 35 left to play before half now. Weevils up by 13. Cooper clears it right side. They'll have it out to Denton. Denton to Booker. Booker leaves it now to Nelson. Back to Denton, off to Cooper. Donovan, bounce pass goes in the lane to Brogdon. Alex gets his man in the air, fades away, will not go. Wesley Booker couldn't hold on to the rebound. It'll go out of bounds off of Wesley. With 1:06 left to play here before halftime, Weevils are up 13, 25-12. So Weevils up 25-12. Southwest with the basketball. Alexander gives it up on the left side to Mason Hart. Hart, top of the key to Jalen Johnson. He'll drive, goes in the right side of the lane. Shots up, no good. Weevils can't hold on to the rebound. Wazoo gets it back. 44 seconds remain in the half. 12 to shoot for Wazoo as they work it off to MJ Warrior. Warrior in the corner, they go to Hart for three. This one won't go. There's Wesley Booker to get another rebound for UAM. About a second difference between shot clock and game clock as we've got 23 seconds left to play, and Coach Chad Tapp wants to call a timeout to try to set up a final shot here. Leading 25-12, Weevils have the lead. It's a 30-second timeout. 22 seconds remain before halftime. There's 21 seconds left, so less than a tenth of a second, or less than a second left on the difference between shot clock and game clock. Wesley Booker, let's see, I've got him with unofficially with 8 rebounds, 5 points so far in the ball game. He's been working the boards pretty hard for UAM. 25-12. Weevils with the lead. And they'll have the basketball. They'll take it out here at midcourt. There's 22.3 seconds left on the game clock, 21 seconds left on the shot clock. So 1.3 seconds left in between them. Wesley Booker, Donovan Cooper, Zane Nelson, Alex Brogdon, and Zane Nelson on the floor for UAM. Wesley Booker. 10 seconds. Cooper with some dribbling exhibit going on, has it knocked away from behind. They're going to call a foul. A foul is going to be called on Jalen Johnson. His first. They're going to put Donovan Cooper at the free throw line for UAM with 5.8 seconds to go before half. Now it's on the floor. I'm sorry. That's only the 6th team foul, so we're not in the bonus yet. Weevils inbound with 5 seconds. To get it to Brogdon. Brogdon off to Nelson. Zane, fadeaway three. It won't go at the buzzer, and we're headed to halftime. So Weevils have a 13-point lead. 25-12 over Southwest Oklahoma. So 25-12. Biggest lead was 15 here in the first half. We had 3 lead changes, 4 ties there in the first 20 minutes of basketball. Southwest's biggest lead was 2. UAM's biggest lead has been 15. We'll take a break. We'll come back with our halftime show for you when we return in just a moment.
March 2nd against Washington back is for a chance to win $10,000, sponsored by UAM Bank. This cheer, Mylan Brown on as he tries to make a shot. Let's give him Mylan Brown up. Give him a hand. Good try.
25. 25-12. The Weevils have a 13-point lead over Southwest Oklahoma State here at halftime. Earlier today in women's action, the Blossoms fall to Southwest Oklahoma 74-69. Blossoms come up just a little short, 5 points on the deficit side of that one. And the Blossoms still looking for their first conference win of the year. They'll try to pick that up next week as we go on the road to Ada, Oklahoma on Thursday, and then Durant, Oklahoma on Saturday. The East Central on Thursday, Southeastern Oklahoma on Saturday. That'll be next week. Of course, we'll have the games for you right here. 5:30 and 7:30 on Thursday night, and 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock on next Saturday. We're here at Stillman Fieldhouse where the Weevils have a 13-point lead over SWAZOO. Southwest Oklahoma, they had a lead of 15. We did have 3 lead changes and 4 ties there in the first half. That was early in the game. Biggest lead for SWAZOO was 2. And UAM stretched it out to 15. They lead by 13 here at the half. They've done it. UAM 11 of 26, 42% from the floor, 1 of 8 from downtown, 12%, and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. That's 100%. Southwest, 4 of 15 from the floor, so that means we've shot 11 more shots than they have, and they've only hit 4, so that's 27% for them. 0 of 7 from beyond the arc, and they are 4 of 8 from the free throw line. Weevils leading here at halftime, 25-12. Turnovers, 9 for Southwest Oklahoma, only 5 for UAM. Those 9 turnovers have only resulted in 4 points for UAM. Rebounding, UAM has the edge there, 15 rebounds. You got 3 offensive and 12 defensive. Only 10 rebounds for Southwest, 1 offensive and 1 defensive rebound. But you look at those 3 offensive rebounds, that's resulted in 4 second chance points for the Weevils. UAM has really worked the paint hard. They've got 16 points in the paint here in the first half as they lead it 25-12. We'll take a break. We'll come back and look at individual scoring for you when we return in just a moment. 25-12. The Weevils enjoy a 13-point lead here at the half as over 𝗗𝗠𝗃. And looking at individual scoring for you, first of all, for Southwest Oklahoma, they're led by Ben Smith. Ben has 5 points for them, and then it's 3 points for Denali Alexander, who came in off the bench. 2 points for Mark Berry, 1 point for Mason Hart, 1 point for Jalen Johnson. MJ Warrior played there almost 18 minutes and did not score for them. And then you had a couple other players played over 8 minutes and did not score. But they go 4 of 15 from the floor, 26% for Southwest Oklahoma. For UAM, leading scorer, they kind of spread it around a little bit. You got 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥, he has 6. Zane Nelson has 6 points. Wesley Booker with 5. Josh Denton with 4. Isaac Jackson with 2. And Alex Brogdon with 2. Donovan Cooper came in and played almost 13 minutes. He run into the point, but he did not score. And I guess if you look at it, he had 4 assists there in the 12 minutes that he was in. So he did just exactly what he was supposed to do. Weevils lead it here at halftime, 25-12 over Southwest Oklahoma. Again, turnovers 9-5. Rebounding, UAM has 15 rebounds. They have 10. Points in the paint, UAM was 16. Southwest Oklahoma with 6. Points off turnovers, UAM with 4. Southwest with 2. Second chance points, UAM has 4. 𝗗𝗠𝗃 with none. And then, like I said, the bench points kind of null and void. 3 for 𝗗𝗠𝗃, 2 points off the bench for UAM. As we are at halftime, the Weevils lead 25-12. We'll be back with more at halftime right after this. Yeah. 17 years. 17 years. It's 25-12. Weevils with the 13-point lead here at halftime. The Weevils are out on the floor getting prepared. Now Southwest is starting to make their way out of the dressing rooms. But UAM has done it by holding Southwest Oklahoma to 4 of 15 shooting here in the first half. 27% from the floor. They are 0 of 7 from three-point land and 4 of 8 from the free throw line. The Weevils 11 of 26, that's 42%. 1 of 8 from three-point land. That's 13%. And the Weevils are 2 of 2 from the free throw line. So you go back and put it all together, the Weevils have a 13-point lead here at the half. Earlier today in women's action, the Blossoms fail by a final score of 74-69 to Southwest Oklahoma. We'll be on the road next week. Make an Oklahoma swing. We go to Ada, Oklahoma on Thursday. And then we're at Durant, Oklahoma on Saturday. Of course, we'll have the broadcast for you right here on KHBM 93.7. We'll take one final break, and we'll come back with the start of the second half here from Steelman Fieldhouse when we return in just a moment. As we get set to start the final 20 minutes of this one, the second half, UAM will start their original 5 out on the floor. And Isaac Jackson, Josh Denton, Wesley Booker, Zane Nelson, and 𝗗𝗓𝗏. For Southwest, I think no changes to their starting 5 as well. Mason Hart, MJ Warrior, Mark Berry, Jalen Johnson, and Ben Smith. Nobody really in foul trouble. The only person with 2 is Isaac Jackson for UAM. Bulldogs will have the basketball to start the second half. They'll work it out here on the perimeter. They get it in the hands of Ben Smith for 3, and he got turned around, squared up, and nails it. First basket of the second half goes to Southwest. It's a 3-pointer, and the Weevils lead it by 10. Weevils with it on their first offensive possession. Isaac Jackson goes in, reverse layup, no good. Rebound, Southwest will pull it down. They want to push it up the floor. They get it ahead to Warrior. MJ clears it off now to Ben Smith again. Back to Warrior. They get Smith open for 3. It won't go this time. Wesley Booker goes high to get a rebound for UAM. Wesley with that rebound. That's number 9 on the rebounding side for him. As the Weevils have it, front court, a whistle and a foul away from the basketball. It's going to be against Southwest Oklahoma, I believe. Yes, it is. Foul is going to go against Ben Smith. His 3rd personal foul on Ben Smith. He's trying to explain himself to the officials, but not going to get anywhere. It was on the floor, so the Weevils will inbound. They'll have 16. They should put 20 on the shot clock. As They got to put 20 on the shot clock. There they go. Weevils are going to inbound it. Zane Nelson's going to trigger it in for UAM. Gets it into Wesley Booker. Wesley goes into the paint. Left-handed floater there, no good. Gets his own rebound and follows it back up and in. Good. Wesley Booker with 7 points in the game, 9 rebounds, and the Weevils are up by 12, 27 to 15. 18 and a half minutes to play in the ball game. Southwest, they get it in the hands over there of Mark Berry. He'll back his way in against Booker. A lot of contact, nothing there. They call no call, and the shot off the glass is good by Mark Berry. He just muscled his way up over Wesley Booker. That's pretty tough to do. 27-17. Weevils still lead by 10. Jackson off to Denton to Booker. Now back to Jackson. That ball just throws it away. Turnover, Boll Weevils. Down the floor comes Southwest. Wazoo goes up. That's Jalen Johnson going up. He's going to be fouled, and he'll get to go to the free throw line. The foul goes against Josh Denton. And that is his second personal foul. Second on Josh. First team foul here in the second half. And that's going to put at the free throw line Jalen Johnson for Southwest Oklahoma. He has yet to score in the game from the field. He's 1 of 2, now making 2 out of 3 from the line as he makes the first one. Second free throw is on the way, and this one is good. Got them both to go. 27-19. We will still lead by 8. 17:52 left to play here in the second half. Weevils with it front court. Josh Denton. Top of the key to Booker. Swing it left side now to Jackson. Back out Nelson for 3. Zane drills it. Zane Nelson, his first three-pointer, only the second 3 of the game for the Weevils. But puts the Weevils back up by 11, 30-19. Here's the Bulldogs. Wazoo working it around the perimeter. Weevils staying a man-to-man. They've been in that the entire ball game. Driving right side, Johnson somehow kept it alive. Keeps it back out. 10 on the shot clock now. They get it to Smith. Ben Smith, fade away from the right elbow, is up. No good. Wesley Booker just pulled down his 10th rebound of the ball game. Wesley with 10 rebounds and 7 points so far. 30-19. Weevils with an 11-point lead. Have it front court. They get it to Denton. Denton open look for a 3. It won't go. And Southwest will pull down the rebound. So we go under 16:40 left to play here in this basketball game. Weevils up 30-19. Southwest with it. Wazoo into the front court. They get it up to Jalen Johnson. Johnson to Smith. Trying to go underneath to Mark Berry. 2 passes too far. He tips it back in, though. They keep it alive. 8 seconds. Long three-pointer on the way. Good by Jalen Johnson. That was an NBA 3. 30-22. 8-point lead for UAM. We approach 16 minutes to play in the basketball game. Isaac Jackson goes to 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥 at the elbow. Backdoor pass to Josh Denton. Good. Josh Denton floating along the baseline there. Nice behind the back pass from 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗟𝗓. Josh Denton with 6 points now, and the Weevils up by 10 again. Here goes Johnson driving right side. They're going to call a foul on the floor against the Weevils. Fouls goes against Isaac Jackson. That's going to be his 3rd personal. Second team foul. We've got a timeout on the floor. 15:45 to play in the ball game. It's 32-22. Weevils have a 10-point lead. We're back in just a moment.
UAM is in the process of promoting the Legacy Campaign. The Legacy Campaign is focused on enhancing and supporting student athletes through the major facility improvements. These help support our student athletes with these major facility improvements and upgrades For more information on the legacy campaign and how to donate, please contact the UAM Athletic Office at 870-460-1157 for more information.
Back here at Stillman Fieldhouse, the Weevils with a 10-point lead, led by 13 at the half. Southwest has outscored us 10-7 here in this second half. Right now, UAM 14 of 32. That's 44% from the floor. Southwest is 7 of 20, 35%. They've done a better job. They haven't had a turnover. Weevils have had one here in the second half. It'll be SWAZU basketball out of the timeout. We get it left corner. 3-point shot. No, it's a 2-point shot on the way. It's good by Justin Smith, and he's going to be fouled, and he'll go to the line for a chance at a 3-point play. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥 got him on the arm. And that'll be his first personal. It's Ben Smith who nailed the basket. Free throws on the way, and it is good. He completes the 3-point play. It's going to make it 32-25, a 7-point lead for UAM. And here come the Weevils into the front court. Now, stoppage of play by the officials. All right. They're going to bring it all the way back. UAM's going to inbound it again. 15:42 left to play in the basketball game. Southwest has cut it to 7. It's 32-25. 32-25. And I guess they're having trouble with the shot clock. That's what it is. They're working on the remote for the shot clock over there at the scorer's table. Hey, don't forget, we're back on the road. We'll be on the road next Thursday and Saturday. We'll take an Oklahoma swing. So we go to Ada, Oklahoma, to East Central on Thursday. 5:30 and 7:30 are the tip-off times from Ada on Thursday. Saturday, we'll be at Southeastern Oklahoma, and that'll be in Durant. Of course, we'll have the broadcast for you Thursday night and Saturday afternoon from those two locations. So I hope you'll plan on joining us for UAM basketball right here on KHBM 93.7 FM, your home of UAM Sports. We think they're trying to get it going. Yep, I think they got the clock fixed. 15:42 to play in the game. Weevils lead by 7. Southwest has cut it down. Now, nope, clock didn't start again. As they'll stop play again and try to get the clock still working. Not sure if it's a shot clock or the game. I think it's a shot clock they're having trouble with here on this Saturday afternoon. And I know they got everybody over there. They got athletic director Hud Jackson, head football coach. He's there. Scorekeepers there working on it. They're trying to figure it out. It started down, now it's down to 25. This seems to be working at the moment. Officials really want to make sure, as we are here, and it's 32-25. Southwest Oklahoma State trails UAM. It was a 13-point lead at halftime. It was 25-12. So they've outscored us 13-7 here in the second half and cut the lead down to 7. Weevils will have the basketball out of the timeout. Here we go. Isaac Jackson, Zane Nelson, Wesley Booker, Alex Brogdon just checked into the game, and Josh Denton. There's Zane Nelson driving right side, shot off the glass. Good. Boy, tough shot there by Zane. It's going to give him 11 points. That'll put him in double figures. And the Weevils back up by 9. On the other end, Southwest Goes into the lane. Ben Smith kicks it back out. He'll put a 2-point jumper on the way. It's had his foot on the line, but Ben Smith, nice smooth release. He's got 11, make it 13 points. He's the only player in double figures for Southwest. 34-27 now. UAM still with a 7-point lead. And the basketball. Isaac Jackson gives it up to Wesley Booker. Booker to Nelson. Right side to Jackson. Jackson goes all the way underneath. Gets too far under. Kicks it back out. Wesley Booker fires a three. It's short. No good. Rebound comes away to the Bulldogs. Bulldogs get it up the floor to Ben Smith. He'll take it in the paint. Count the basket and one. Oh, my. See who they get the foul on. You count the basket. The foul is going to go on Wesley Booker. His second personal. But Ben Smith, he's taking over this team for Wazoo. He'll be at the line trying to complete a 3-point play here. As the free throw's on the way, no good. He missed it. 34-29. Weevils lead by 5. They trap it at midcourt. Weevils break it, get it here in the front court. Isaac Jackson to Nelson. Now off to Denton. Denton back to Jackson. Bounce pass to Booker. They get it to Nelson for three. Zane. Boom. 3-pointer by Zane Nelson, his second of the half. He's got 14 points now, and the Weevils are back up 37-29. Back up by 8. 13:52 to play. We're going to have a whistle and a foul called on Alex Brogdon for reaching in. So Alex is going to pick up his second personal foul. 5 team fouls against the Weevils. Only 1 foul against Southwestern here in the second half. Bulldogs will inbound it. They get it in to MJ Warrior. He's going to take it all the way to the paint. To the hoop. Shot no good. Rebound Wesley Booker. Booker in double figures on the rebounding side. Can you get a few more points? They get it to Nelson. Nelson penetrates, goes into the lane. Reverse layup, no good, but a foul going to be called. Zane Nelson's going to get to go to the free throw line. As a foul goes against Mark Berry, his second, and the second team foul against Southwest. With 13:30 left to play. It is 37-29. Weevils lead it in a low-scoring affair here. Zane Nelson's going to be at the free throw line for UAM. First free throw is up and no good. Zane's got 14 points in the ball game. 8 of them coming here in the second half. As Mark Berry will sit down for Wazoo. Checking into the ball game, Denali Alexander will check into the game. Second free throw by Nelson's up, and it's good. 38-29. Now down the floor, we're going to whistle, and a blocking foul, I believe, called on Wesley Booker. Yes, they are. They're going to call the block. He got the worst end of that deal, too. Look at elbow to the face. That'll be the third on Wesley. And the 7th team foul. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I only have it as 6. It may be 7. There's a timeout called on the floor as well. They're going to go back and look at it. That's what it is. The official timeout. They're going to go look at the monitors and check on it. 38-29. Weevils have led most of the ball game. They've led for well close to 20 minutes of this ball game. And our biggest lead has been 15. Southwest's biggest lead was 2 back early in the first half. Weevils led at halftime by 13. Southwest cut it to 5 a moment ago. They trail by 9 at the moment now. And the officials still looking at the monitors. They quit looking at the monitors. They're going to come out and converse and see what they're going to do. 13:23 to play in the ball game. It is 38-29. Weevils have the lead. And they're still discussing it. Okay. Remind you that we are on the road next week, Thursday and Saturday. It's an Oklahoma swing. We go to Ada on Thursday, Durant on Saturday, East Central on Thursday, Southeastern Oklahoma on Saturday next week. As usual, 5:30 and 7:30 on the Thursday games, 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock on the Saturday games. So I hope you'll make plans to join us. If you can, make the trip out. It's not that far. It's about 6 hours from here, from Monticello to East Central. 5.5, 6 hours. And now the officials are going back to the monitor to check things out again. Earlier today, Weevils, the Blossoms, were lost to Southwest Oklahoma, 74-69 was the final in that one. 5-point deficit that they went down by. Now the officials are explaining things to the coaches, so we assume they have made their decision on what they're going to call. It was a foul on the floor called against Wesley Booker. And it was going to send Ben Smith to the free throw line. So we're going to see what they end up calling. Of course, they're on the other side of the floor from us over at the scorer's table. And now Coach Weebers has the one official aside talking to him. One official's talking to Coach Tapp. It was the 6th team foul. Well, I tell you what, they're taking a long time to explain all this. Coach Weaver kind of throwing his hands up. I'm not sure he's liking the explanation on it. So we do have a flagrant foul. That's what it is. It's going to be a flagrant foul against SWAZU. And at the free throw line, it's going to be Zane Nelson. That's what it was. And they did call a foul on Wesley Booker. Free throw is up, and it is good. They left the foul on Booker. So Zane Nelson hits the free throw, one. He'll have one more. Second free throw is on the way, and it is good. That'll make it 40-29. Weevils lead it by 11. Now we'll walk to the other end, and they will let Ben Smith shoot. The front end of a 1-and-1, I believe. No, 2 shots is what they're calling it. So Ben Smith at the free throw line now. It's the front end of the 1-and-1. First one's up, it's good. Ben Smith for Southwest. Oklahoma's got 10, 13, 14, 15, 16 points on the afternoon. He'll have one more free throw, make it 17 points. And 12 of those have come here in the second half. All right, it'll be UAM basketball with 13:23 to play. Weevils lead it by 9, 40-31. Zane Nelson, Wesley Booker, Isaac Jackson, Josh Denton, and Alex Brogdon on the floor for the Weevils. They get it to Brogdon on the left elbow. Back out top of the key to Nelson. Back to Brogdon in the paint. Turn around, right-handed hook shots up, no good. Just short. And the Bulldogs have the rebound. They'll bring it up the floor. Ja'Cory Williams into the game, got the rebound for Southwest. They'll leave it out front to Warrior. Warrior comes left side to Alexandra. Denali gives it up out front again to Warrior. He'll drive, high arching shot off the glass, no good. Josh Denton pulls down a rebound for UAL. 40-31, Weevil still lead by 9. We're down to 12.5 minutes to play. Booker to Nelson to Jackson. Jackson back out top to Booker. Now to Denton out on the left side. Top of the key, they'll swing it. Off to Jackson to Nelson. Booker gets open for 3, and it's good. And he's got a double-double working. 10 points in the ball game for Wesley Booker, and the Weevils were up by 12, 43-31. Trying to answer. A three-point shot on the way is good by Jalen Johnson, his second three of the game. And we've got a timeout on the floor. With 11:58 to play in the basketball game, it is 43-34. Weevils lead it by 9. We'll take the break with them and be back with more UAM basketball right after this timeout. (43-34), the Weevils have the lead here. 43-34. They led by as many as 15 in this ball game, led by as many as 12 here in the second half. Twazoo has cut it to 5 one time here in the second half. Had 3 lead changes and 4 ties throughout the ball game. And we've got just a little under 12 minutes left to play here in the second half. 11:58 left to play here in the second half. All right. It'll be out of the timeout. It's going to be UAM basketball. Got Zane Nelson, Isaac Jackson, Josh Denton, Wesley Booker, and 𝗗𝗦𝗧𝗟𝗓𝗏 into the ball game now for the Weevils. They get it. Try to go into 𝗗𝗏𝗧𝗟𝗓𝗏. Ball stolen away by Southwest down the floor. They get it inside. Shot put up no good. 𝗗𝗏𝗧𝗟𝗓𝗏 there to clear the boards for UAM. They missed the layup. 𝗗𝗏𝗧𝗟𝗏 Williams couldn't get it on the fast break and couldn't finish it off. Weevils get it back. No harm, no foul. Still 43-34. Weevils still on top by 9. They go to Nelson in the left corner. Nelson to 𝗗𝗏𝗧𝗟𝗓𝗏 out on the wing. Top of the key to Denton. Josh goes to Nelson. Tries a no-look pass and throws it away. And a no-look pass, threw it away. We've got another timeout on the floor with 11:13 to play in the basketball game. It is 43-34. UAM with a 9-point lead. We're going to take the break. We'll be back right after this timeout. (43-34). The Weevils with a 9-point lead. Right now, UAM shooting 17 of 37. That's 46%. While Southwest is 11 of 27, 41%. UAM has taken 10 more shots than them. They're 3 of 11. Southwest is from beyond the arc. That's 27%. Weevils are 4 of 13, 31%. free throws, 9 of 14 for Southwest, 5 of 6 for UAM. Wesley Booker's got a double-double going. 13 rebounds and 10 points for Wesley. All right, Southwest will have the basketball out of the timeout. They get it in. They get it into Williams. Now a three-point shot is short. He's got a rebound underneath. Ball lost out of bounds. Couldn't hold on to it. It was Mason Hart. It'll be a turnover against Wazoo. UAM will get the basketball back with 10:58 left to play in the ball game. 10:58 left to play here in this ball game. 43-34. Weevils lead it. Jackson to Denton, top of the key. Swing it around the horn, left side. That's going to be to Booker. Booker back to Denton, back right side now to Jackson here on the perimeter. Shot clock, they've been running it all the way down to 5 or 6 seconds before they really try to get a shot off. We're down to 7 now, and there's a shot put up, an air ball by Zane Nelson. And then Wesley Booker hustling, trying to save it in, couldn't do it. So it will be Southwest Oklahoma State basketball here. With 10:30 left to play, Southwest trailing by 9. They get it into the front court quickly. Down low they'll go. Shot up, no good. A whistle and a foul called on 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥. Team coming over the back of 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥. At the free throw line is going to be 𝗗𝗟𝗚 Alexander. Alexander with 3 points in the ball game. He's 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Coach Chad Tapp up directing traffic from the far end on the defensive end of the Weevils. All right, 𝗗𝗟𝗚 Alexander is at the line. First one is on the way, good. As a team, they are, 9 of 14, 10 of 15 now from the free throw line. Second free throw is on the way, and it's good. Make them 11 of 16 from the free throw line. 43-36. Weevils lead it by 7 still. UAM into the front court. 10:15 to play in the game. Jackson off to Denton. Josh looking inside for 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗟𝗚𝗓. They front him as that's Alexander guarding him. They get it to Jackson. Isaac for 3. Off the mark, way off the mark. No good. Rebound going to pull down to Southwest. They got a chance to cut into the 7-point lead. Ball tipped by Isaac Jackson. Weevils steal it, and they'll have it coming the other way. Isaac Jackson got a hand on it. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗟𝗚𝗓 came up with a loose basketball. Weevils back in their half-court offense. Leading by 7. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗟𝗚𝗓 just outside the lane on the left-hand side. They get it to Booker, now to Nelson. 8 seconds to shoot. Nelson tries to drive, double-teamed in the corner. Now along the baseline, goes up as the shot clock going down, gets it to go. Wow, tough shot, a lot of contact in traffic. Nelson gets it to go. Weevils back up by 9 again. There's a blocking foul, and 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗟𝗚𝗓 called as Alexandria was trying to go in, or Alexander was trying to drive his way in. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗟𝗚𝗓 guilty of the blocking foul, his 3rd personal. So it's going to send to the free throw line. That's going to be 𝗗𝗟𝗚 Alexander. He is 3 out of 4 from the line here this afternoon. He's going to be at the line now, shooting 2 shots. 𝗗𝗟𝗚 Alexander. It's 45-36 our score. They're wiping up some perspiration on the floor. Now they get it up. So here we go. We're ready for the free throws to come. 45-36. Weevils lead it by 9. Alexander's first one's up, nothing but net. 45-37. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗟𝗚𝗓 is going to come out. Alex Brogdon will check in. Donovan Cooper comes in for Isaac Jackson. All right, Alexander will have 1 more free throw. Makes it 45-37, make it 45-38. Weevils lead by 7. Donovan Cooper, Zane Nelson, Josh Denton, Wesley Booker, and Alex Brogdon on the floor for the Weevils. Denton has it deep on the left wing. They go to Donovan at the top of the circle. Now to Zane. Zane driving and double team. They're going to call a whistle and a foul. Going to be called against Southwest Oklahoma as he split the double team. Going to be a reach-in foul. That is only the fourth team foul. Now the foul goes against number 10, I believe, Ben Smith. No, I don't think that's who got the foul. Weevils get the ball into Zane Nelson. He's going to be fouled by 𝗗𝗏𝗧𝗏. That's who had the foul last time. 𝗗𝗏𝗧𝗏. He just picked up his second one as he tried to block a shot. That's going to send Zane Nelson to the free throw line. 8:53 to play in the game. This one is really, the tempo is really slowed down. But Zane Nelson's going to be at the line. He's 5 out of 6 this afternoon shooting free throws. Make him 6 out of 7 as he makes that one. He's 4 out of 5 here in the second half. Got 20 points on the afternoon for Zane Nelson. Second one's on the way. Rims out, no good. 𝗗𝗏𝗧𝗏 gets the rebound as they pull it down. Weevils lead it by 8, 46-38. 8:45 to play in the ball game. MJ Warrior takes the dribble, goes baseline. Ball is going to be knocked out of bounds. No foul call. They got a hand on it. Weevils did. It'll stay with 𝗗𝗏𝗧𝗏. There's 20 on the shot clock. They'll inbound it on the baseline. With 8:41 left to play here in this second half. Bulldogs get it in. Ben Smith. Smith trying to drive. They're going to call a blocking foul on Wesley Booker as he went to the floor. Have that as a 4th personal on Wesley. 4th personal on Wesley. 10 points, 13 rebounds on the afternoon for him. Now he's picked up his 4th personal foul with 8:37 to play. Ben Smith at the free throw line for Southwest. He'll make the first free throw. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got 15 points on the afternoon. Wesley's going to go sit down. Isaac Jackson will check back in now for UAM. Smith with one more free throw can pull him to within 6, and he does, and that's as close as they've been. 6 points. It is 46-40. 8:35 left to play. Still a lot of basketball to go. Cooper off to Jackson. Jackson, they go to Brogdon at the elbow. Back to Jackson. He'll go all the way underneath. Is going to go up for the shot, and he's going to be fouled. And the foul is going to go against 𝗗𝗏𝗏𝗏 Williams for Southwest Oklahoma. Isaac Jackson's been kind of quiet tonight. Sat on the bench with 2 fouls early in the game. Saw some action here in the second half, but he's only got 2 points on the evening. He'll be shooting 2 free throws here. First one's on the way and short, no good. It's 46-40. Weevils have a 6-point lead. 8:22 to play in the game. Jackson with one more free throw attempt. It's on the way, and it is good. So they got 1 out of 2, 47-40. Weevils up by 7. And here come the Bulldogs into the front court. They work it out on the perimeter. Ben Smith, they get it off to MJ Warrior. Warrior trying to drive, goes into the paint, kicks it outside. 3-point shot on the way, no good by 𝗗𝗏𝗏𝗏. And the Weevils get the rebound. We go under 8 minutes left to play in the basketball game. Weevils lead it by 7. Denton with it for UAM out on the wing. Go to Jackson, top of the key. Right side to Zane. Zane goes to the free throw line, down the left side of the lane, picked up this dribble, now gets it to Jackson. 10 to shoot. In the corner, it goes to Nelson. He'll fire the 3. It's too strong. On the offside, Denton with a rebound. The follow won't go. And now the Bulldogs have the rebound. 𝗗𝗏𝗏𝗏 into the front court. 𝗗𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 slows it down. They'll set up their half-court offense. 7:25 to play. Weevils still up by 7. MJ Warrior with it, guarded out there by Donovan Cooper. He'll go around the screen, down the lane, count the basket as he goes up with an easy layup. MJ Warrior. His first 2 points of the afternoon. A 5-point ball game now. It's 47-42. We go under 7 minutes left to play. Isaac Jackson to Denton. Denton at the top of the circle. Right side, they'll swing it to Nelson. Around the horn, left side to Cooper. Here we go. Give it go. It's Nelson. Goes all the way underneath. The ball is going to be knocked out of bounds. Underneath the Weevil basket with 4 seconds left on the shot clock. There is a timeout on the floor. It's the media timeout with 6:45 to play. It's 47-42. Weevils lead it by 5. It'll be UAM basketball with 4 seconds on the shot clock when we come back in a moment. (47-42). The Weevils still lead by 5. Right now, UAM 18 of 42 shooting. That's 43%. Southwest 12 of 30. That's 40%. 11 turnovers in the ball game against Southwest. 8 turnovers against UAM. And it will be UAM basketball underneath their own bucket with 4 seconds on the shot clock. They get it in. Josh Denton. Denton, as the buzzer's going off, gets the floater to go in the lane. Big basket there. Weevils back up by 7, 49-42. MJ Warrior penetrates, kicks it outside to Alexander for 3. It's good. Denali Alexander got the basket to go. He's got 10 coming off the bench for Southwest, and it's 49-45. Weevils lead cut to 4. That's as close as Southwest has been all during the second half and most of the first half. Cooper, bounce pass in the lane to Brogdon. Brogdon kicks it back out front, and the Weevils throw it away. Alex got double teamed and couldn't see where he needed to throw it, throws it away. That'll be turnover number 9 against UAM. Comes with 5:58 left to play in the ball game. 49-45. Southwest has been chipping away at that UAM lead. They get it in the corner. 3-point shot from 𝗗𝗏 on the way, and it's good. 𝗗𝗏 makes it a 1-point ball game. It is 49-48. Southwest nails the 3, his first 3 of the game. 1-point lead for UAM. They'll have the basketball in the front court. They run a double low post offense. They go to Jackson. He's double teamed. Throws it back out front to Donovan. Cooper now hands it off to Nelson. Zane with 6 on the shot clock. The ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Weevils, but again, they only got 4 seconds left on the shot clock. 4 seconds left. They'll inbound on the baseline with 5:18 to play in the game. 49-48. Weevils lead it by 1. 5:18 to play. All right, Donovan Cooper's going to inbound it, get it into Josh Denton. Denton, again, drives into the paint. Little fadeaway jumper at the buzzer's no good. Whistle and a foul going to be called inside against Southwest on the rebound. The foul is going to go against Denali Alexander. He undercut Alex Brogdon.
And that'll be the team 7th, so both teams are in the bonus. 5:12 to play. 1-point game. Alex Brogdon at the front of a 1-and-1, front end of a 1-and-1. First one's up and good. And Alex got that one to go. So Alex will have one more. Gives the Weevils back a 2-point lead. Second one's on the way, and it's good. Got them both to go. 3-point lead for the Weevils with 5:10 left to play in the ball game. MJ Warrior controlling the point, goes around the screen, gives it back outside. 3-pointer by Alexander's no good. Offensive rebound kept alive by the Bulldogs. They'll get it over in the hands of 𝗗𝗜𝗏. 𝗗𝗏 off to Warrior. 10 to shoot, now in Smith's hands. Back to Warrior. Warrior, 5 to shoot. Along the free throw, along the baseline. Fade away, good. MJ Warrior off the dribble. 51-48. No, 51-50 make it. Weevils lead back to 1. 4:28 left to play. Donovan Cooper with the basketball for UAM. Cooper looking. Still with the dribble. Takes it to the free throw line. Gives it up to Isaac Jackson. Jackson, a little floater, left side of the lane. No good. Rebound comes away to Southwest. And they have a chance to take the lead for the first time here in the second half with 4:07 left to play in the basketball game. They'll work it out front. MJ Warrior. Warrior goes right side over to 𝗗𝗏. Back out front to Smith. Ben Smith, 14-foot jumper, no good. Rebound comes down to UAM. 3:45 left to play. Weevil still with a 1-point lead. They go to Denton. Denton in the corner to Donovan Cooper. Back on the wing now to Brogdon. Top of the circle, out deep in the front court. Going to be to Nelson. Nelson trying to go back to Nelson. Brogdon to Nelson. The ball is knocked out of bounds, and we've got a timeout of floor. It'll stay with UAM. There'll be 8 seconds on the shot clock, but there's a timeout on the floor. 51-50. UAM leads by 1 with 3:28 to play in the game. We'll be back in just a moment. Mm-hmm. 51-50. The Weevils holding on to a 1-point lead. They started the half off with a 13-point lead. It was 25-12 at the half. We've scored 26 points, and they have scored 38 points here in this second half. Yeah, 38-26. They kept chipping away at it. Weevils will have the basketball here with 3:28 left to play in the game. Leading by 1. 8 seconds on the shot clock. They get it in. 5 seconds. Back to Nelson. Nelson fires a quick 3. It's no good. Rebound. Southwest has it. They'll get a chance to take the lead again. This trip into the front court. Weevils lead by 1. Here comes the Bulldogs. MJ Warrior. He'll clear it left side to Ben Smith. Ben drives into the lane. Got away with a walk there. They'll give it back to Warrior. Warrior from the free throw line extended. Shot is up, no good. Zane Nelson pulls down a rebound for the Weevils. So twice now, Southwest has had a chance to take the lead. That trip into the front court and couldn't get it to go. Coach Chad Tapp wants a timeout.
With 2:47 to play here in this basketball game, it is 51-50. UAM still holding on to a 1-point lead. They're going to take a full timeout. We'll take it with them and be back with more in just a moment. (51-50). The Weevils still have a 1-point lead. 2:47 remaining in the basketball game. It'll be UAM basketball coming out of the timeout. Coach Chad Tapp called the timeout to try to set up something. Wesley Booker's checked back in now. He's playing with 4 fouls, and he's back into the ball game. He got a double-double on the day, 13 rebounds and 10 points. Weevils get it in. They got it to Isaac Jackson. To Booker. Booker now off to Nelson. Zane takes the dribble, goes down the middle of the lane, forces a shot. He's going to be fouled as he tries to go up. And let's see who they call the foul on. The foul is going to go on MJ Warrior, his second. Zane Nelson's going to get to go to the line and shoot some free throws. The Weevils are 9 of 12 shooting free throws this afternoon. Zane is 7 out of 8 shooting free throws. He misses here. So he missed that free throw. He'll have one more. Second free throw coming. It's on the way. It's good. Rattles around but falls through. Weevils with a 2-point lead. 52-50. 2:25 left to play in the basketball game. And here comes Southwest into the front court as they'll work it off. Warrior to Ben Smith. Smith trying to drive. Blocking foul called on Wesley Booker. He just fouled out of the ball game. Oh, Wesley's going to foul out. With a double-double, though. 10 points and 13 rebounds for Wesley Booker. As Wesley will head toward the sideline. He's the sophomore out of Mount Vernon, Arkansas. Played a good game. 10 points, 13 rebounds, and he'll have a seat. Donovan Cooper is going to check in now for the Boll Weevils in his place. At the free throw line is Ben Smith. He can tie the ball game with this pair of free throws. First one's on the way, and it's good. Ben Smith, he's making 7 out of 9 from the free throw line here today. He can tie the ball game for the first time since way back in the first half. He does. We've got a tie ball game, our 5th tie, and it comes with 2:14 left to play in the ball game. Both teams have 2 timeouts remaining. And right here, UAM just took one of them. Coach Tapp calls the timeout here with 2:09 left to play. It's another full timeout. We're tied at 52-52. We're back in a moment. We're all tied 52-52. The Weevils have the basketball. 2 minutes left to go. Donovan Cooper with it, top of the key, 12 on the shot clock. They go to Nelson. Zane trying to back his way in. They're going to call a foul on MJ Warrior. That'll be a holding foul call, and it's going to put Nelson at the free throw line. Zane on the afternoon, he's 7 of 10 from the free throw line. Zane with 21 points in the game. He'd be shooting 2 shots here. First one's on the way, good. Excuse me, that was the front end of the 1-and-1. That was only the 9th team foul, so still in the 1-and-1. But he makes the first one, gives the Weevils back a 1-point lead. Second free throw is on the way, rattles around and goes in. Weevils lead it by 2. 1:50 left to play. Here come the Bulldogs into the front court, and they want a timeout. As Coach Weber is going to use his. See if they make it to full, they will. Both teams will have a 30-second timeout remaining. 54-52. Weevils lead it with 1:47 to play. We're back in a moment. (54-52). The Weevils have a 2-point lead. There's 1:47 remaining in the basketball game. Southwest Oklahoma will have the ball in front of their own bench, is where they'll inbound it. Both teams have one final 30-second timeout remaining. Southwest will inbound it. They get it into Warrior. Warrior leaves it right side to Barron. DeBarron out front now to Williams. They get it to Ben Smith. Smith off to DeBarron. Now to Williams. Williams at the free throw line. Tries to put up a shot. Travels with the basketball. Ja'Cory Williams travels with the basketball. That'll be a turnover. They give the ball back to UAM with 1:32 to play. And the Weevils with a 2-point lead. Across the timeline, Nelson gets it to Cooper. Cooper back to Nelson. Donovan with it out deep near midcourt. Now starts to move. 15 on the shot clock. Here's Zane Nelson with a 2-pointer from just inside the arc. It's no good. Long rebound chased down in the corner by Southwest Oklahoma. As we go under 1 minute left to play in the basketball game. Weevils still lead by 2.
1 minute.
Here we go. Smith driving against Josh Smith. Josh Denton throws up a shot, no good. And there is a rebound, big rebound by Alex Brogdon for the Weevils. 54-52. Weevils coming to the front court. Coach Tapp going to use his final timeout, leading by 2 with 45 seconds remaining here in the contest. It's a 30-second timeout. And UAM's going to get the basketball. We'll keep it right here. 54-52. Weevils lead by 2. They led by as many as 13, or make it 12 here in the second half. Led by as many as 15 in the first half. But Southwest Oklahoma has kept chipping at it and chipping at it. They tied it up at 52 apiece. Weevils got a basket to extend their lead back out by 2, and now we're down to the final 47 seconds. There's 24 seconds on the shot clock, 45 on the game clock. UAM's used their final timeout. Southwest Oklahoma State still has 1 remaining. Josh Denton, Donovan Cooper, Isaac Jackson, Zane Nelson, and Alex Brogdon on the floor for UAM. Weevils are going to run that shot clock down as far as they can, you would think. They've been doing pretty patient all afternoon with it. Here's Isaac Jackson. Jackson bounce pass to Nelson. Zane with 8. Zane double teamed, lost a handle on it. Turns it over. There's 22 seconds remaining in the ball game, and Coach Weber calls a timeout. The shot clock is off, it says. Shouldn't be. There's still 20.3 seconds left in regulation. And they get the timeout. 54-52. It will be Southwest Oklahoma State's basketball. They'll get it right there in front of their own bench is where they'll inbound it. Oh boy, 54-52. Southwest will have the basketball when play resumes. Neither team has a timeout left now. Again, they're going to put 20.3 seconds left. The shot clock went off. I guess that's right. It's a 30-second shot clock. So that's right. All right, 20.3 seconds left in this ball game. Weevils leading by 2. We'll see what Southwest has drawn up. Ja'Cory Williams will inbound it, gets it into AMJ Warrior back in the back court. He crosses the timeline with 15. Drives down the right side. They let him go, and he scores, and we've got a tie ball game. Warrior ties it up. 54 all here in regulation. 8 seconds in the hands of Zane Nelson. Nelson pulls up, floater from the top of the circle, no good. The putback by Isaac Jackson is in with 1.4 seconds. 1.4 seconds. Isaac Jackson was there to get the offensive board and the putback. They'll inbound it to midcourt. Alexander from 3, no good at the buzzer, and the Weevils hold on to win 56-54 over the Bulldogs of Southwest Oklahoma. UAM's going to improve to 2-4 in conference play, while the Bulldogs are going to fall to 3-3 in conference play. What a huge, huge way to hold on here for the Weevils this afternoon to get the win over Southwest Oklahoma State. 56-54 is the final score. Coach Chad Tapp makes his way over here to join us on our broadcast. And as Coach, I'm going to stand up. That way you don't have to bend over.
Yeah, I'm too old.
In the picture up there, but congratulations on the win.
Thank you. Thank you. We needed it.
Boy, you go back and look. There were some big plays. Wesley Booker finishes with a double-double, 13 and 10. But I thought probably one of the bigger things was Donovan Cooper coming in. He gave you a lot of good minutes, had 4 assists, only 1 turnover in the ball game.
Yeah, he did a good job. You know, and going back on Wes is a tough kid. You know, we had the thing at the end of the game on Thursday night, and I have absolutely zero problem with that because it was kind of one of those things where they were getting by with some of that stuff, and you're going to do one of two things. You're going to just take it, or you're going to stand up for yourself, and Zane stood up for us. Whole team got over and stood up for us. That's how I would do it because I wasn't a very good player. Now, Wes, on the other hand, I mean, he comes out with 5 offensive rebounds, 9 rebounds that night, takes a bunch of charges. He's just a tough kid who cares about winning. And there's not as many of those as you'd think.
There's not.
And then Don, and I don't want to not touch on Don. Don is a bright kid, super smart kid, almost too smart for his own good sometimes. But he came in and gave us great minutes when Isaac Jackson was no-show.
He had a tough night on the night. Also, Zane Nelson, average night for him, 20 points. You expect that out of him, I guess.
Yeah, you know what? When we went to the break, we said, you know, our offensive stuff, in 3 of our 4 conference games, we were a 1 point per possession. We're shooting great percentages. Offense wasn't the problem. We just couldn't guard anybody. Came back and really spent a lot of time on defense, and we're doing better defensively now, even though the second half doesn't attest to that. But we're doing better defensively now than we were, but our offense has kind of gone away, and some of that is just we're ISO heavy right now, so we got to get away from that.
26 rebounds unofficially on the night, 20 for them, so you out-rebounded them on the board. Just a congratulations, a good win to hold on. I mean, you got to hold on, find a way to win at the end of the ball game.
Yeah, you know, I think first half we did a good job defensively, but I don't think it was I think it was some of them too a little bit. They were not playing well offensively. So they found their offense, and they're a tough matchup. You know, they're putting 6'6" guys out there on the perimeter that can really play. They're super well coached. That's the first time we've played against them, and they were impressive in terms of how well coached they are and what they do. But they're a tough cover, so yeah, we needed every single one of them to come out on top.
All right, we get to travel and go on our first out-of-state road trips next week. We go to Ada on Thursday and Durant on Saturday. So look forward to seeing you down there. It couldn't get any easier when you have to go on the road.
No, I keep saying this. I've said this to you for 3 years. I'm coming out of Lyon College where, you know, if you played with stretches, we'd play 4 top 25 teams in a row, but there was always 1 or 2 on there that you knew as long as we don't forget to get on the bus, we'll figure out a way to win. So that's not the case in the GAC. So you've got to show up and be ready to compete every night.
All right, Coach. Well, thank you again for coming out. We'll see you next Thursday.
Thank you.
Coach Shad Tapp. Again, the Weevils get the win here tonight. The final score this afternoon, the final score was 56-54. Weevils win it by 2, and they get the win here this evening. So, again, congratulations go out to Wesley Booker, a double-double for him, 13 rebounds and 10 points. Zane Nelson finishes with 20 points on the night for the Weevils. 8 points for Josh Denton, 6 points for 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥, 3 points for Isaac Jackson, 4 points for Alex Brogdon in the game. And then you go back and look for Southwest Oklahoma. They had 2 players in double figures. Ben Smith finishes with 19. Denali Alexander, the man that took that final shot there, finishes with 10. Our final score, again, 56-54. Weevils get the win tonight. Earlier in women's action, the Blossoms fall. It was 74-69, the final in that one. Hope you've enjoyed our broadcast. For Jason Camden back at the station, I'm Jimmy Sledge. We'll see you again Thursday from Oklahoma, 5:30 and 7:30 from Ada, Oklahoma on Thursday night, Durant, Oklahoma on Saturday. Have a great rest of the weekend, everyone. Good night. Hey!
I listen to you all the show.
Well, thank you.
You do a great job. You do a great job keeping up with the action and saying every good stuff about the players and whatnot. So we finally came up for one game.